Now, the Organisation for Economic Cooperation and Development, the OECD, has issued a stark forecast, frankly, for the UK economy, predicting the worst growth in the G20, bar Russia, next year, with 0% growth expected.
Let's talk to our economics and business editor, Liam Halligan. Morning to you. Stagflation.
That makes me think of a stag do.
Yeah. Well, that'd be back to the 70s, wouldn't it?
It would. It's not a laughing matter, but we've got to keep our chins up, because there is just a tsunami of bad economic news. And I'm not generally a pessimistic person. I'm an upbeat person, but we have to report it as it is. You say stagflation, Stephen, that is the phrase. It's the combination of high inflation and slow, even stagnating growth. I remember it from when I was a lad in the 70s, and it's not a nice cocktail. So we've seen in the last couple of months, we've been reporting it here on GB News, that the UK economy has pretty much hit the buffers. 0% growth in February, just 0.1% growth in March. The OECD is reflecting that. We roared out of the blocks earlier in the year, and there should be some growth later in the year. So we will get 3.6% expansion this year, which is pretty chunky, pretty high up the league table of those advanced OECD economies this year. But next year, we really do hit the buffers, according to the OECD. It's a combination of high tax. It's a combination of the fact that we are dependent on imported energy and imported food, both of which are expensive. The pound's been falling. That makes those imports even more expensive. That puts us almost at the bottom of that league table next year.
There's got to be pressure on then to start cutting taxes.
I don't... I've been writing in the recent days that rather than, Boris Johnson needs to throw some red policy meat to the Tory backbenchers if he's going to survive. Lower taxes, less regulation, scrap that increase in corporation tax next year that's coming in from 19 to 25%. Lots of people running small businesses, watching and listening to this show, will know that that's coming down the track. Scrap all that. It's got to be red meat policy, not some kind of vegan sausage. At the same time, we've also got news this morning, and this is pretty gobsmacking. The oil price is creeping back up. It's gone up over $120 this morning, which of course goes into petrol prices. You were reporting earlier about the first £2 a litre of petrol. We've had £2 a litre diesel for a couple of weeks here and there across the UK. But the reason the oil price has gone up is that last week the Saudis, who run the oil exporting cartel OPEC, they said, oh, don't worry, Western world, we'll kind of sort of back you in the Russia-Ukraine conflict, and we'll pump lots more oil so oil prices come down so we don't give Putin lots of leverage. Now you've got another major member of the OPEC exporters cartel, UAE, who's generally seen as sort of pro-Western, one of the friends of America and the UK, and they're saying overnight that the oil price is, quotes, nowhere near its peak. In other words, OPEC won't pump lots and lots more oil to bring prices down. They'll let prices go up so they make more money.